I'm supposed to be meditating. That's what I came to the beach to do. Instead, I'm playing. Hey, I'm Kathy Roberts. I am the tidy tutor, and I know what it's like to be a slob. People used to call me a pig. And that's what I used to feel like. I used to feel like a pig. Even way back when I was in grammar school, my room was always a mess. I wasn't like everybody else. Back in 1989, when I was pregnant with my fourth child, I found a book called Sidetracked Home Executives. I started to do what it said. People started seeing the difference in me, in my house, and I was on time for things, in my car, and they asked me, how did you do this? So I'd tell them about the book. I'd sometimes lend it to them and usually not get it back. I stopped lending the book. And the people that decided to try it out found out that it was a little bit more complicated than they liked, and they asked me to start coming over and help them with it.
The system was done for stay-at-home moms. Now, my life changed considerably since I learned about the book. I had another baby. I went back to college. I moved across the country. I went back to college and had 2 jobs. I had a horrific car accident and was bedridden for a long, long time, in a wheelchair for a long, long time.
Now, there's a reason that I said all of that, and there's way more that was going on in my life, too, during the time that I was a mess and got it together. One of the things that I was going through from the time that I was a mess and got it together was a close family member had gotten very ill. She was in the hospital for about 11 months. Another thing that happened was that I got a divorce. Now, there's a reason that I said all of those things, and it's because people think that they're a mess because of their circumstances. Like, you see, it's very common to say that, my husband works swing, I have twins, I haven't slept well, I've been sick, I've had so much trauma in my life. The thing is that there's people that have the same things in their life,
but they don't live in a mess. They have maybe somebody that's in a wheelchair that they have to take care of. Maybe they're not well, but they don't live in a mess. So we're not a mess because of our circumstances. I'm telling you. If you could be bedridden with 4 children under the age of 10 and a cripple and keep the house together, like I was able to after that car accident, and let me tell you, the house wasn't just kept together. It was company ready 24/7.
I found out that we are not like everybody else, that we tick differently. And when we were trying to do things like the organizationally gifted people were doing, like Martha Stewart and June Cleaver, didn't work.
No wonder why we were always coming up with excuses. We couldn't figure it out. There had to be a reason. There had to be a reason why I couldn't do it, but my sister could.
I learned that being organized is actually a learned skill, just like music is. We don't expect everybody to be musical. Why should we expect everybody to be organized? You have to learn music. And you have to learn order. For them to throw us into a household and expect us to just do it is cruel. Did you ever hear somebody say about you, why can't you be more like your sister? Well, what if there was a friend that could play the piano beautifully?
Because they were just born gifted that way. Would your mother or someone say to you, why can't you play the piano like your friend does? Nope. They would know that they were gifted in some way, and if you wanted to learn how to play the piano, you'd have to take lessons.
So if you were like me, you were always asking yourself, what's wrong with me? And nobody should live this way. I'm telling you, it's one thing. Listen to me.
There is nothing wrong with you. You're wonderful just like you are. And there are so many more of us than you will believe. The reason that you don't know it is because there's a social stigma attached to it. Who wants to admit I'm a slob? Most of the movers and the shakers of the world are the ones that get stuff done, and we are the organizationally challenged of the world. Yep. You know why? Because organizationally challenged people, we say yes to everybody. We don't think about what we have on our calendar and what we have going on. We just say yes. Organizationally gifted people, you know what they do? They say, oh, you know what? Let me check my calendar. Then I'll get back to you. Now, we don't want to turn into the organizationally gifted of the world. We want to stay lighthearted and spontaneous, just like we are, but
we have to learn how to stop being the ball at the end of the paddle, where we're all over the place, helping this one, helping that one, and not helping ourselves.
All right, this went on much longer than I wanted it to. It was just too fun to do it. Check out my website, thetidytutor.com. There's a place where you can put in your name and email. Put your name and email in there, and you will get 1 tip a day for 10 days that will make you so happy.